So the XBB strain is one that is a combination of different versions of Omicron. And what makes it significant, or why people are watching it, is that it seems to be the most immune evasive, meaning it can get around some of the protection that vaccines and monoclonal antibodies provide, but not all of it. And I think that's the important caveat, is that even if you get infected with this virus, if you're vaccinated, if you have immunity, you're still going to be protected from severe disease for the most part. So that's the important point. This isn't something that's spreading in the US, but we have to expect that all of these variants are going to end up in the United States at one time or another. This is a virus that's going to be with us basically forever. The most important thing to remember is that if you're somebody that's high risk for severe disease, if you're older, if you're obese, if you have diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, hypertension, asthma, you need to be boosted. That's where we're seeing that 300 to 400 people that are dying every day. That's what's happening. These are individuals who are older with high risk factors that are not boosted, that have low use of the drug Paxlovid. And that's the bad part about this, that all of these deaths that are occurring every day are preventable if we use these tools like the booster to be able to keep abreast of this virus. We want to make this a more manageable infection. We want to put this behind us, but we have to use the tools that science and medicine have given us in order to get this to a more manageable level. And 300 to 400 to 500 deaths is not where we want to be with this virus. I think before we worry about children that are 5 and above getting boosted, I think we still have to do some work on the original vaccination rates, because there's so many parents that have not gotten their children vaccinated, gotten the first and second doses of this safe and effective vaccine, which is very similar in protection to what we do for chickenpox or rotavirus. So I think for high-risk children that are already fully vaccinated, the booster makes sense. But I think we really need to make some movement on the number of children between the ages of 5 and 11, or even children between the ages of 6 months and 17 years that need to be fully vaccinated. We still don't have that primary series in a lot of those children, and that will prevent a lot of needless suffering. So this is early days with this variant, and remember, there's basically a swarm of variants, and each one kind of gets its 15 minutes of fame on a headline. But what the important point is to remember is that, yes, these new variants are going to be immune evasive, and they're going to cause increases in cases because they're getting around some of the immunity that we have from vaccines and prior infection. But they don't necessarily cause severe disease in people who are immune. So you do see this decoupling or delinking of cases from hospitalizations. And I think that's always been the case where we were headed with this virus, because this is a virus that comes from a family of viruses that infects us all the time. Coronaviruses, we all get them multiple times. And SARS-CoV-2, the cause of COVID-19, is kind of becoming like its other family members, becoming more immune evasive, mutating, being able to infect us, but becoming less likely to cause severe disease because of the immunity we have.